Okay, let's read some more after watching a little more of the
And
video.
there are millions of these in these ashes that we have here. Now, some of them we have cracked open so you can see the sulfur inside,
Wow.
and others we have left intact. But there are millions of these here.
It rained out of the sky.
That God indeed rained fire and brimstone upon these cities. And
wow.
if you look in your dictionary, under brimstone, you'll find that it is sulfur.
Okay, wow. Let's read some more. Exodus chapter 1, verses 11 through 17. And those days after that Moses increased, he yet out of, is it chapter 2? He yet out his brethren and said determined of him, and a man of Egyptian smiting one of the Hebrews said of his brethren, and when he had beholden hither and thither, and had saying that no man was present, he killed the Egyptian, and hid in soon. He lives, brethren. Okay. And he yet out in another day, and said 20 Hebrews chiding, and he said to him, and that did wrong, why smitest thou thy brother? Which answered, who ordered thee, prince, either I on us, you on us, or whether thou wilt slay me, or thou killedst yesterday the Egyptian? Moses dread, and said, how is this word made open, or Moises? And Pharaoh heard this word, and sought to slay Moises. I'm going to say Moises for this one, and Moses for the other, which fled from his sight, and dwelled in the land of Madian. Yeah, Ron Wyatt found some stuff in Madian, and sat beside us a pit. For so 7 daughters, doubtress from a dowry, doubtress, were unto the priest of Madian, that came in to draw water. And when the Troyas were filled, they coveted the water to the flocks of her father. Shepherds came above and driven him away, and Moses rose and defended the damsels, and he watered the sheep of them. Now let's read King James. And it came to pass in those days, when Moses was grown, and he went out into his brethren, and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren. And he looked this way and that way. When he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian, and hid him in the sand. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me? No, thou to kill me, as thou killedst the Egyptian? And Moses feared, and said, surely this thing is known. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh, and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. Now the priests of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water, and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. And the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. So ends the reading. Let's listen to a little more. More Gomorrah. Sodom and
brimstone from the
Gomorrah
was lit at night, and soon there was a beautiful blue flame produced by the burning sulfur. A very strong aroma of sulfur filled the air, and was overpowering if one directly breathed the fumes.
Wow, look at that. Increíble.
Exploring the cities further, more brimstone was found of various shapes and sizes.
It's all over. Covered.
Several samples have been washed down to areas below and were added to our growing collection.
And mixed with ashes of the city. Isn't that incredible? Let's pick it up next